In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly my really quick 5-day launch results from my existing audience. If you're a coach or course creator and you want to launch some sort of new offer, like a low ticket workshop or a small digital product, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to bring in the revenue that I made. And it gets to be really, really simple. Okay. So these aren't the biggest launch results ever. I've had bigger mini launches before, but this was really, really, really messy action. And I'm really proud of it. So I want to show you guys some like what this actually looks like when you just take swift action and you just move forward with your ideas. Because at the end of the day, it's one thing to have an idea, but it's quite another to get it out into the world and get people buying it. So let's take a look. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I know I gotta get Google Doc here, so we're gonna break it down. So first off, I spent a whopping $0 on ad spend. I didn't want to spend any money on ads. I wanted to show you guys exactly how you could basically reignite your audience. So I spent $0 on ads. My list is down to about 6,500, which is really small for us. And to be honest, I've had people on my list for literally years. So our list is really small. At one point, we were almost around 16,000 like a year ago, but we just removed a lot of like dead weight. We removed a lot of people that weren't like opening our emails. I think we probably removed a little bit more than we needed to, but to be honest, that's okay. I'd rather have people that are engaged and excited, and it reflects in our conversion rates. Okay. So over the course of 5 days, I did this in 5 days. Literally, I launched it on a Monday and then we had the workshop on a Friday. So to be honest, I should have launched it on that Sunday, but I ran out of time. So I launched it on Monday and it was like later in the afternoon. It wasn't even at like 10 a.m. It was later in the afternoon. So here's what I did. I sent out a total of 7 different emails, some a combination of like value, some social proof, and then also some very direct sales emails that were like last chance workshops that convert is closing. Okay. So that's what I did over the course of the 5 days. I also did a total of six social media posts. So I do have an audience on Facebook, which I do think is helpful. I built my original audience on Facebook. So I did more of a long form post and then I did 2 really short ones on Facebook just as reminders. And I'm going to talk to you guys what I could have done better, but that's what I did over on Facebook just to see what that looks like. You can kind of see here, like this was one of my long form posts. I kind of just walked through like just some like facts about like what's happening of like going into 2025, what we need to be ready for, etc. And then I kind of did a little bit of storytelling. And then I kind of talked about one of the first workshops that I did. I sold like 69 spots, I gained new clients, etc. That's kind of like the authority piece. And then I asked them to comment the link. And then we did get a couple people to buy from this post. So, which is really awesome. I wish I would have went back and retagged everybody. I didn't, but that's okay. And then I did some short form posts, like literally I posted on Facebook 3 times about it. I should have posted every single day leading up to the workshop, but your girl was tired. So this is what I got. And we did get some sales from Facebook, which is cool. So that's what that looks like. And then Instagram, you guys can just go to my Instagram. You can see there, I did some of the carousel posts with your like selfie style photos. And I just kind of talked about like my process of my workshops. And I think I did 3 of those over on Instagram, which didn't take very long because they are just really quick story, like carousel posts. I think I did 2 carousel posts and a reel. And then I did 2 long form story sequences on my stories and just kind of talked a little bit more about my journey, my story. I kind of have a template that I follow. I kind of start with like a polarizing statement and I go into like the thoughts and beliefs that they currently have. Then I go into the thoughts and beliefs that I've shifted. I talk about my results or a client's results, and then I launch the offer. I did that twice. I could have done it one more, but to be honest, I wanted this to be very messy, very easy. So there is that. So in total, we sold 13 workshop spots. We sold 1 all access pass, which I'm really excited about. I'll talk to you guys about that in a second. And then 1 person upgraded and bought leads on autopilot. I did give them a credit from something else. So instead of paying the 2,000 at the time, they only paid 1,800, which is totally fine. But they bought the workshop and they upgraded into self-study, which is awesome. So in total, we made $4,198.70. And here's the proof. If anybody wants to see, here's my Thrive cart. You can see all time. We just launched it, right? Like this wasn't here before. We just launched it. We had a total of 298 views. As you can see, we had 13 sales, 4.4% conversion, which was awesome. So we did right around like $1,400. That's workshops that convert. That's the workshop that I launched. And then I sold 1 all access pass, which let me kind of give you guys a tea on the all access pass. The all access pass, to be honest, was like something I thought of last minute. I was like, basically, you can get all like a bunch of my workshops that I've done in the past, they're already done. So there's no extra work that I have to do. All we had to do was set up a basic Zap so they would get access. So I bundled all of those old workshops. I think they got 10 different like little digital products and workshops. And then from there, they got the new workshop live. And they also get like, I think it's about four to 5 weeks inside of my self-study program, which comes with like they'll get a total of like two Q&A coaching calls, and they get access to the curriculum for like only those 5 weeks. I'm like, it's already running. It's no additional sweat off my back. I have my head coach in there that manages it. So for me, it was just like a no-brainer. And like one person took me up on that. You could see we did have 45 views in one sale. I did also see inside of our Thrive cart that people were clicking on it. So definitely, I'm not mad about the 2.2% conversion rate, but I definitely have some thoughts on how to better that in the future. To be honest, I only talked about it in email and on stories, I think once. So in the future, I would make sure in my like carousels and reels that I would also talk about the past, because I didn't. I only talked about it in email and on the story sequence like once or twice. I didn't really talk about it. I didn't talk about it on Facebook at all, which where I got some all access sales or some workshops that convert sales. And then I definitely didn't talk about it in my Instagram feed. So that's where I would definitely make changes in the future. So there is that. And then also we had, like I said, one person upgrade, and I just had to filter because we had some other sales from it. I just filtered it when that person purchased. So there is that. Okay. So that's that. That was about $4,200, which I mean, I'm not mad about. Okay. I will take $4,200 extra dollars all day from just the audience that I already had, which was awesome. So here's how I did it. Let's kind of break that down really quick. I launched on a Monday. I emailed, it should say 7 emails over the course of 5 days. The real strategy here is I ran 50% off coupon for the first 40 hours. Most of the sales came in on that final day of the 50% off, because the retail price of the workshop is $187, but with the 50% off, they got it for $98.50. And then that's a good way to have urgency. And then from there, 30% off was through the live part of the workshop. So they could still get a discount, but not as good as a 50%. So that coupon was ran out, and I made it very clear that that coupon was expiring. And then from there, I spent around about 6 hours building the slides and the resource guide. You don't have to give out a resource guide with your workshop. I'm just extra, and the stuff I teach, I like to like slightly over deliver, not over deliver to the point of burnout, but I do like to slightly over deliver, because here's my thought, you guys, is like the more that I can give that doesn't burn me out, the better results I can get for the student. And then that's a better change from that student to upgrading to a client, which is exactly what happened in the same week. So yeah, if I'm looking back, I could have had more conversations, but I was in knee deep in a lot of like things. I was planning for a birthday. Like there's a lot of other things going on. So I didn't have the time to spend that I would normally have. But we definitely could have increased our sales as well. So just know that I didn't spend more than about 12 hours or so on this. And it was a lot of curriculum that I already had. It was more so compiling it, delivering it live. That took about an hour and a half. So like I'm also including that. So about 12 hours or so. So that breaks down to about $350 per hour, which is below my actual hourly rate. But to be honest, like the reason why I'm obsessed with doing it this way is that like it gives me a deadline. I get it done because I'm a hashtag projector. If you guys know anything about human design, I have low energy. So, and I have endometriosis. So I was like dealing with my cycle last week, all the things, whatever. So like dealing with that. So the fact that I was able to knock all this out, get it done, now I can go ahead and like continue to resell this workshop as a digital product on repeat. And that's what we do all the time. So, and I can relaunch it to my list. Like there's all different things that I get to do moving forward, and the product's done. It's complete, hands off for the most part, besides like actually selling it through a funnel or through ads or through content. So not too shabby, not bad about it. So here's what I was like most proud of. I was proud of that. Like I had the idea Sunday night, I launched it within 24 hours. I had the idea, I launched it, and I got the first sale all within the first day. We had a few sales the first day. We had a really stellar conversion rate. For me, 4.4% is great. I'm always aiming for a minimum of 3. So the fact that we have 4.4 is awesome. And then also I introduced the all access pass, which again was just a combination of digital products I already had, bundled it in, and I gave them like 5 weeks access to my leads on autopilot, self-study, which was awesome. It's already running. Might as well just like, increase the cart value by doing that. So I was really proud of all those things. And of course, I'm not turning my nose at $4,200, not at all. So what can I do better next time? I realized we really need to be building our list. Like I usually do focus on it, but the last few months I haven't. Baby girl, we gonna have to focus on this list because my list is a little bit fatigued, because I've been selling like very consistently, which is good, but you need to keep selling to new people. So I need to be focusing on list building. And I also, what I can do better is have a better order bump. I had an order bump the first like 2 days. Nobody bought it. So I just killed it, scratched it, and took it off because I didn't want to have to do, like, if one person bought it, I didn't want to have to go build it out. So to be honest, that's why I just scratched my order bump. My order bumps usually do pretty good, but honestly, again, I was fatigued this last week. So I just was like, it's fine. I'm gonna take it off. I'll deal with it next time. I have proof of concept for the core offer. So for me, again, you know, this was just all to my existing audience. So I'm not mad about it. And we did get an all access pass upgrade. So like that was an order bump in itself. So yeah, the order bump originally I had was like supercharge your email list. So basically how to build your list to get more workshop sales, but I didn't have the messaging right on that. So I know exactly what to do next time. I did miss 2 emails. I recommend using usually over a 5-day launch doing 9 emails. I only did 7. I just honestly ran out of time and I didn't plan properly. From there, also, I think I need to actually better highlight in my content the process. And I always talk about like being really clear in your method. Some of the content I did, some of it I didn't. It felt a little bit fluffy looking back at it. So I just need to continue to like hone in on my copywriting, which I'm a really good copywriter, but there's always room for improvement. So definitely going to analyze that copy and improve moving forward. And then also, I think I could have definitely pumped out 1 or 2 additional pieces of content. It would have gotten us closer to 20 sales, which would have been more ideal. But to be honest, like 13 plus an all access pass plus somebody buying self study. Again, I'm thrilled about it. I'm not mad. I'm thrilled. Okay. So what's next is we can now add this workshop as a digital product to our monthly flash sale. We can get up on our product shop. So we're going to do that this coming in November. We're going to focus heavily on list growth using organic reels and also ads. Like my goal I would love to be by the end of the year at like 20,000 in our list, because there is money in the list, you guys, money in the list. I need to add in a better order bump. I'm still thinking about what I want it to be. I'm not completely sure yet, but it'll probably be around something. It'll probably be similar to what I had before, but I need to better the copy. And then the last thing is like really adding this workshop into additional existing automations and sales sequences so that it's actually getting rotated, not just when we do flash shows, but also on evergreen, so people can buy it at any time. So yeah, one of the cool facts when I was looking at the data as well is only 3 out of the 15 people that bought at all from this last week from the workshop, whether they upsold or they bought the access pass, 3 out of 15 people were first time purchasers. So well over like almost all of the purchases came from people that have already bought something from me. So the cool part about this, what I need you guys to understand, is that at the end of the day, when you are good at what you do, when you can prove your competence, when you're consistent, when you're constant, and I don't love saying add value, but when you're constantly adding value, when you're solving people's problems, when you're getting them results, your students and clients will buy and buy and buy again. So the fact that only 3 people out of like in this very messy, quick launch, like this, like I call it like a momentum launch, mini launch, 3 out of 15 people were new to me to buy. Everybody else has bought in something for me. And a lot of people were past clients that were wanting to work with me again in some way, shape, or form, or they bought other workshops for me. So you kind of create this like spider web effect, which is really dope. So this is why I'm so heavily, sharing with you guys that when you create an ecosystem, when you create a brand, when you build a business with your life first, right? Because I walk my walk, I walk my talk, and I do everything in between. Your audience will trust you and they will buy from you, and you'll always be able to sell them something. So if you've taken anything away from this video today, go sell your audience something, right? We are creators. We can, at the drop of a hat, create an offer and go sell it. I have the mindset moving forward of that, like if I want to, and I just do it for fun too. Like if I want to buy something big or whatever, I'm like, I'm going to go create an offer and sell it, right? Now, this isn't to go burn yourself out, but if you have some core pieces from your higher ticket program that people really love, like 2 to 3 or 4 different things, create workshops out of them, create mini courses and sell them to the people, because the hardest sell to get is the first time. Once somebody's bought from you one time, it's kind of like it kind of is a no-brainer, but it's also an easy yes for them because they trust you, they like you, they know that you're going to deliver on what you've promised. So yeah, so that's my results, you guys. I'm really stoked about it. My goal, again, moving forward, really, if out of everything I talked about today, my biggest goal is to build my list because I should really be focused on that, and that's what's going to get us, because we got most of our sales from a combination of the posts, but it was about half and half from our list and the post. So you need both. So anybody out there telling you don't need an email list is a damn liar. Anybody telling you out there you don't need to post content is also a damn liar. Please do not listen to those people. You need both if you want to be successful. You need to be building your list, be building your audience, and the best way to do that is with ads. Okay. So I will drop workshops that convert in the description below if you want to grab it. It's all about how to leverage low ticket workshops like I just walked you through. If you want to, my whole process I talked about on this workshop. So it is pre-recorded now, but grab it. There's a full resource guide with templates and my whole strategy on how to do this within 5 days, right? So get it launched, get it delivered, and then, sell it as much as your heart desires. So hopefully you found value in this video. Comment below and let me know what your workshop idea is. I hope you found this helpful. Definitely like this video and hit subscribe for your girl. And I will see you in the next one. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.